How's it going, peeps? I've got a brand new video to discuss WWE 2K14. The last one was about match hypes. This one is all about the moves. And there's a specific reason here why it's Kane versus Del Rio. It's because I want to specifically talk about these two. Well, for the most part. Especially Kane. When it comes to movesets and Kane in WWE video games, I feel he's had probably the most inaccurate moveset for like the longest period of time. Especially when it came to his finisher, the Chokeslam. I think ever since Here Comes the Pain, he's had an inaccurate Chokeslam, at least when it comes to the Unmasked Kane back then. Because back then, the Unmasked Kane would have his Chokeslam, he'd do a hair flip before the Chokeslam, and, you know, Unmasked Kane does not have any hair. So that was inaccurate, and then when he'd hit the Chokeslam, his opponent, the bump he'd take, would be kind of a flip where they initially land on their back, but like they flip backwards, so in the end they're laying on their stomach. And whenever Kane hits the Chokeslam, his opponents don't land that way, they land flat on their back. But for some reason, the past, I don't know how many years, they haven't landed that way in the video game. And also, when it comes to his corner clothesline, check this out. See, Del Rio just fell like that. Whenever Kane hits his corner clothesline, running clothesline, his opponents never fall. They always remain in a groggy state, so then he hits the side slam. Well, actually, he hits a clothesline in the corner, they remain in a groggy state, Irish whips him in the other corner, hits another clothesline, and then once again, they're in a groggy state, and then he hits the side slam. So that's also something I feel needs updating, since Kane right now just uses a normal clothesline or a generic clothesline that a lot of other superstars in the video game use. And back to the clothesline, it's been inaccurate for a number of years. This clothesline that's in WWE 13 right now has been in the video game since SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. And before then, even before then, it was the same type of bump, which, like I said, is not how it happens on TV. Now, as you can see here, I hit the side slam, but I had to pick Del Rio up. And now, check this clothesline out. As you can see here, it's not a simple back bump. He does a flip in the end. Now, onto Del Rio. It's not so much changing the movesets or the moves he already has or updating those. It's just adding on to the moveset. Ever since he's turned face, he's added a couple moves to his, moveset or repertoire or whatever you want to call it. Oh, and by the way, check this out. This is a much more accurate Chokeslam to what Kane does on TV, and this isn't Kane's Chokeslam in the video game, but you can find this Chokeslam on the moveset list. It's called One-Handed Chokeslam. It's what Karma uses. Back to Del Rio. Since he's turned face, he's added a couple moves. One of those is the second rope moonsault. As far as I know, there is no second rope moonsault in WWE 13, so I'd like to see that added as, one of Del Rio's signature moves maybe, or a corner grapple. And also, one of his newest signature moves that he pretty much does every single matchup now, and that's the Superkick Del Rio has added. Whenever his opponents are getting up now, or slowly getting up, and they're on their knee or their knees, he hits a super kick, and that super kick usually leads to the cross arm breaker afterwards. So I'd like to see that added as one of, Del Rio's new signature moves. And two other moves that come to mind when we talk about updating movesets, the WMD, I don't like the taunt he does before it, because that same taunt is his wake-up taunt, so what's the point of that? And also the ankle lock, that definitely needs updating. We need a Patriot lock for Jack Swagger where he's standing up when locking it on. And that is pretty much it. Tell me in the comment section which moves you'd like to see updated. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can click that like button. I'd really appreciate it. With that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.